All right. Welcome back, y'all. Ace and Moss and Ace. Back with
What up?
that's crazy to me. I'm sorry that we have been missing MIA for a while. It's all Moss's fault. Anyway,
Sure, let's go with that.
we have a guest today. Miss Stephanie, you'd like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Stephanie. Me and Imanj go way back. Before them goggles, we go way back. He knows I make fun of him, but he can't get rid of me, so whatever.
All right.
No, but I am a beginning cosplayer, and that is my mother cooking in the background. I am so sorry about that.
Hey, what's she cooking?
She chooses now to cook.
I like some good food. That's what mamas like to do. They like to pick the most worst times to do things. Like, I had an incident with my mama. I was about to write a song. This was at the time I wanted to write music. And I'm about to record. I'm about to go do, and she started coming in there asking 50 bajillion questions. She was like, well, Darian, where do I get? I'm like, Mama, how the heck am I supposed to know where you get something? I have no idea where you even got the first thing from. And then she,
right.
Listen to this one. Then she killed me on this one. She said, Darian, have you seen my keys? Ma'am, how the heck am I? You don't want the last one to drive the car. You don't want to be driving my car. I said, I want to drive your car. That doesn't mean I drive your car.
I did drive your car.
So it's just, anyway, we know that moms are amazing.
Very much so.
But they do get on your nerves all the time. I'm just gonna be honest. To be honest, they do. But
hey.
It's just a fact of life.
It's a fact of life. It is a fact of life. Okay, so you said you're a beginning cosplayer, right?
Yes, I'm slowly getting into it. Don't have that cosplayer money yet.
That's one of That's one of the topics we was gonna talk about today, because cosplaying is a lot of money. It is
It's one of those expensive hobbies.
It's one of those.
But if you could work the right, but the good thing is that if you get a character and you're like, okay, this is kind of simple enough, you could kind of manipulate it in a way and be like, okay, well, I could get this as an outfit and just put this together, get a little jacket, boom. Like, okay, comes together.
See, that's not me. I always wanted to cosplay, but let me do something real quick. Okay, you see this? You see this?
I was talking about that the other day.
Yes,
I was literally talking to Stephanie the other day saying, like, I want to cosplay more, but I don't like cosplaying outside of my body type. Yeah. I don't care if other people do it, but personally, like, I don't want to look at myself trying to do a serious cosplay of somebody I don't look anything like, you know. Playing outside of your race is one thing. Who gives a shit about that? Yeah. But like, I'm not about to be walking around with my gut hanging out for a character that has midriff and a six-pack.
Yeah. See, my cosplays is always like Moss knows. You probably don't know this, but I don't care. I love Power Rangers. Love them to death. I will cosplay as a Power Ranger to the day I die. But what does it look like? A 272 big gut man in spandex and trying to be a Power Ranger. It looks a hot mess. It looks a hot mess. So
I was saying that I might do some like variations of costumes that fit my body type. Like instead of Deadpool, Dadpool, which means I walk around in a Deadpool costume, showing off my gut, walking around with a coffee mug that says #1 dad or something like that.
And that will be the day that I will take all the pictures. That would be the day I will take all the pictures for that.
Maybe put a nice fake mustache on the mask.
Yes. But the thing was, because I cosplayed for the first time at a con.
So before you tell the story, How the heck we supposed to know what you cosplay as? What you cosplay as?
I cosplayed as Ed from Cowboy Bebop, which is my favorite anime. She's very nerdy. They is very nerdy. Goggles, computer, walks around in a crop top and yoga pants, and says the most craziest things. And I was like, I have a crop top, I have yoga pants, and I have some sneakers. This is gonna be a wonderful marriage. This is gonna be great. Because it was last minute. I changed. The thing about me is I'm very indecisive. So unless I'm not sold on it, then I'm like, I'm not gonna do it.
What I was gonna go cosplay as, I was gonna cosplay as either I wanted to go to a con so badly. I wanted to cosplay as a Power Ranger or a retired Pokemon trainer, right?
Okay.
But then my thing was, man, I don't got the money for all this. Like,
listen.
Yep.
Okay.
Cosplay is expensive. Okay.
Before we go to that topic, let me tell you how expensive this was, right? So I go to easycosplay.com, right, to get for some reason that's the only place that sells the flipping Power Rangers suits with good quality. Don't know
that is very true.
Go figure.
So I go there and I'm like, okay, I want to be the Red Ranger. I'm gonna be like doped out and everything. I looked up, I was like, $95. It was on the sale for the suit, right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
But then the accessories.
$95 is okay for the suit. Okay. Then I started looking at the accessories. I started looking at the shoes. The shoes are $120. I said, $120? Why do the shoes gotta be something more than the suit? I was like, I got a little money. I got a little money to budget around. I could probably wear this cosplay dang near every day if I could. So it's a use out of it, right?
Right.
Then I'm looking, I was like, okay, I can't be a ranger without my helmet. Just can't do it.
Nope.
That face tells me everything. That face tells me everything.
The helmet was $369. And I was like, I'm not spending dang near $900, dang near $700 because you gotta include shipping. I'm spending $700 on something, and then I still gotta pay for the con, and then I still gotta pay for all that.
And not only that, if you need it express shipped, not only that, if you need it express shipped, you're gonna even pay even more if the con is coming up quick and you're trying to do it quickly.
See,
that's the thing.
See, that's why I'm a tightwad. I would just go to a con as this great character named myself. I'm ecstatic. I'm like, they should call me Mr.
He said, I'm a vibe.
I am a vibe.
My last major costume was this cape I'm wearing now, a cheap mask that pumped blood through it that I got out of Walgreens when I was like 17, a leather jacket I had since I was 15, my work pants, and black shoes. Skeleton gloves optional.
He said gloves optional.
I think that whole thing cost me $30. And until I decided that Arizona was too damn hot to be wearing that leather jacket for the 20 minutes it took to film stuff for Blood Skull, which is what I call the character. And you can probably still find his videos on YouTube somewhere if you look very hard. There's like 2 of them.
I'm gonna look for them. Anyway, Stephanie, what actually got you into the cosplay?
Well, honestly, for me, one of my friends always wanted to do it. So I just said, like, if you do it, then I'm going to do it so you don't be by yourself. I always wanted to do it, but same time, I was always self-conscious of my body. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all these anime girls are stick skinny, and I'm way thicker than them. This ain't going to look cute. This ain't cutting it. So one of my best friends, he texted me, hey, I want to cosplay, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, do it. Like, Why are you telling me? Do it. You know I'm not gonna tell you to do it. I'm gonna force you to do it.
Right.
You're gonna do everything that it needs to do. And he's like, but I'm nervous to do it by myself. And I was like, I'll do it. I don't care. I'll do it. And I just wanted to do something out of my comfort zone. So cue to me changing 50 million times of my cosplay outfit because I kept procrastinating because I'm over here being a cheapskate and thinking that, prices are going to go down. Like the Lord was looking out for me. It wasn't. He was like, no, pay the money. And I just was like, okay, I'll just dress up as Ed. I have biker shorts. I have a crop top. All I really need is a wig and goggles. Okay. Ordered those on Amazon. And the next day I went to the con and I was dressed up and everybody kept looking at me like, no way, she's the only Ed. Like, who the freak? And I was like, also too much attention. Don't look at me, please. Like, I was the only person dressed as my character. So everybody was looking at me.
Nice.
So everybody was just like, your hair, you're just as curly. And I was like, please stop looking at me. Please stop talking to me. Please can I just leave? But then again, my homie, he cosplayed as Tengen from Demon Slayer, did the whole entire diet, got the swords, got the hair, the shoes.
I need you to pick up. I need you to talk about because that's crazy to me that he went on a diet for how long?
Yeah.
How long were you at the place?
We were, so when we thought about cosplaying, this was in May and we just did it in September. This was April, May that we first went to this first con. We just went to go. We was just like, okay, it's a con. It's in and out, 2 days, $50, in and out, cool. Mm-hmm. And that's the second day is when we were really seeing the cosplayers and we were just like, what if we did it? Like, we just said like, F it, like, let's just do it. And that's when he was like, I'm going to really do it like this, blah, blah, blah. Because for him, he wants to not be the character, but he wants to be like a little bit accurate. He's not like super beefy like him, but it's like, for him is like, he did a health journey too. So for him, he was like, I'm getting healthy and also getting to dress up as my favorite character. Win-win. Win-win. Wonderful.
It is a win-win. And the only reason why I said that's crazy to me, it's crazy to me that he found a passion for something that he wanted to do. And he said, look, I'm gonna lose his weight or tone or whatever he was. He probably wasn't even that big.
He wasn't that big, which is funny. He wasn't that big, but he wanted to get more tone. And he would ask me like, how do I look? How do I look? I'm like, you look good. You look a little beefy, but I'm not gonna cross that line and be like, oh, you look good. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm like the older, because I'm older than all my friends. So I'm like the older sister. They ask me everything. So when he asked me, I'm like, you look good. Like, you're getting there. And he'll always text me, I'm so nervous to cosplay. I'm so nervous. And I'm just like, dude, at the end of the day, you cosplayed. You shouldn't care about what other people say. That's just me. I just walk around with the I don't care attitude, kind of. I'm like,
I was taught by a very, very wise person. If you like something, you got 3 words for everybody else who knocked it. I don't care.
Yep, exactly.
You have to have that mentality because once you start caring about people's feelings and emotions, you are never going to succeed. You never.
Exactly.
Like
exactly, and that's what I was telling him. Like, you shouldn't care about what other people say. You're gonna see these people once in a blue moon at a con. That's literally when you're gonna see them. That's it.
Right.
You don't see these people day to day. You don't see these people time to time. And he invested in his costume. I did not. Mine was like, okay, I have these clothes. It's going to work out great, wonderful, perfect. But he invested. Now, when it comes to like, I had people ask me like, and mind you, it was my first con, and people were asking me like, did you like get a like, did you cut your shirt? Like, what did you do? And I was like, it's literally just a biker short and a shirt, because all these people come in elaborate costumes, which is fine. Because I was gonna do it too, which is fine. But the thing is, if you get a character and it's your first con, I would just like make it yourself before you spend that money. Because if you don't like it, or if you just want to try it out at first and be like, okay, I really like to do this, that's when you dish out the money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my best friend, she made her costume from head to toe. She made the dress, she made the mask, she got the fur, she painted it, she did everything herself. And she likes to cosplay. She doesn't do it all the time, but she likes to cosplay. And that's how I get into it, because I'm like, okay, I like to do this. And if there's simple enough outfits, yeah, I could just buy it, or I could just make it like really quick. Or if there's an elaborate, expensive, like $200 outfit, then I'll buy it. But for me, it's like, make sure you really want to do it and DIY it first, instead of spending all this money and let it be your maiden voyage and then you be upset. That's just how I feel.
All right. So Moss, you got any further questions? Because I do have a further question, but you know, in this episode, you haven't been talking. If they're standing in the background, it's all fine.
Look, if the conversation's gonna pop off and I'm finding it hard to interject, let the conversation pop off, all right?
Oh yeah, I was like, man, this is interesting. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna follow up with, because I don't want to make this episode short, because this is kind of interesting. Okay, so if Moss, do you have anything though?
I had one small counter for the last thing Stephanie said, which is just if you want to make an elaborate, expensive costume just to wear around the house because you can, do that too.
Yeah, which is fine. Do that too. You could do that too. If it's your money, if you want to spend it like that, then do that. But for me, I rather, when if it's like a super crazy costume or a super crazy cosplay that I need to buy it out of pocket, then that's when I'm gonna dish out the money. But if it's a character that wears shorts and a crop top and a leather jacket, then you could literally just go out shopping to a mall.
Easy. Go easy.
Yeah,
it's easy.
Quick.
I will always say go easy first and then work your way up to get to the harder cosplay, or not the harder, but the more expensive cosplays, because cons come around all the time. You're not going to have $300, $400, $500 to dish out for a cosplay for every 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, because they come Comic Cons. And on that note, actually, people, it's some cosplayers. I did my little research for this episode. And, you know, you was over there ducking and dodging, getting not feeling good, but I was doing my research, and
I can't.
some of the cosplayers. This is another that's crazy to me moment. Oh, if you don't know, every time I have to say that's crazy to me in the episode, because that's the
listen. Do you?
That's the name of the podcast, so I gotta say it. But yeah, it just comes to certain points that people are getting paid to go to cons to dress up. So
yep.
Have you ever wanted to go to that level that you want to get paid to go to a Comic-Con?
I never thought about it. I just thought like cosplaying is just how can I say this? It's like a way up to express my inner like brain that's just like just do something just to like get it out, your creativity to get it out. So like if that ever happens to me one day, like I wouldn't say no, but at the same time, I would really wouldn't care because I would go to a con regardless with or without money. Um, I know that there's cosplayers that charge to take pictures, or they sell their own pictures and all this other stuff. I don't know if I'll ever go to that extreme. But for me personally, I would go with or without the money. It's just cons are like, for me, I just see it as a group of people who like the same thing, who aren't afraid to dress up and just do what they want.
Okay. Moss, how do you feel about the situation?
Now, so the question is, how would I feel about going to cons and getting paid just to be there, or like getting paid to take pictures with people?
Yeah.
So, quick story, right? Back at the job I met Stephanie at,
Okay.
called Jumbo.
What? It's called what?
Called Jumbo.
What the heck is that?
It was an indoor. It was an indoor amusement park.
Listen,
no longer there.
See, look, hold on. Before we go on to anything else, Arizona has the weirdest names for things. I promise you, Arizona has the weirdest name for things. And he was
to
like,
be fair, it was a franchise.
Anyway,
he said, "I don't care."
Like, this is how I know Arizona got. I was talking to Mars one day. I was like, "Man, where you working at now?" He said, "Sprout." Oh, so you working at the true story. Oh, you working at the television station and everything. He said, "No, I work at Sprout." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you work with TV and everything. What you do at the TV station?" He said, "No, dude, it's a grocery store." I said, "What kind of grocery store is named Sprout? What are we sprouting?"
That started in like California or something. That didn't start in Arizona.
Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
California is weird. Go ahead with the story. Oh,
anyway,
30 minutes. We got 9 minutes.
So indoor amusement park. Where was I going with that story?
we were working at Jambo.
Oh, right. Okay,
Yep,
I got it
there
right.
We go. I kickstarted it.
A mascot costume named Rafiki the monkey
from Lion King.
And well, it didn't look like Rafiki from Lion King. Rafiki just means friend, so they decided to name the mascot that. But it was just a basic looking brown monkey costume. And one of my favorite parts of the job was when they'd be like, "Yeah, we're getting a lot of people in today. Go put on the costume." And I would just walk around the store going and not saying anything because there was no way somebody was hearing me. And
I forgot that you were in that because you scared me when we were working together when you wore it.
So basically,
and mind you, I was in laser tag. I will never forget it.
basically, you were just pulling a Liberty Mutual thing, like when Liberty Mutual got the Liberty Girl and they spinning the things and everything. You over there pulling Liberty Mutual, just like over there. Come on down.
Sometimes they'd let me play laser tag with the kids. But to wrap that story up, yes, I would absolutely love to go somewhere just to wear a costume and act like a complete idiot and get paid for it. That's like my dream. It's basically professional acting.
It basically is. And
it is.
Wasn't that one of your dreams? Like, is that one of your goals to be a professional actor?
I'm in and out of that. I would still love to do something like that. But at this point, I'd probably just rather do my own projects. And right now I'm focusing on writing a book and, things are coming, but I'm not too worried about it.
That's good. Okay, so we on our cool down period since we got like 7 minutes. I really don't want this to end. This is a great episode already. A cool down period. What's one of the weirdest cosplays that y'all ever seen? let me say this first. Okay, let me say this first. Y'all, while y'all thinking, I'm gonna tell this quick story. Give me 1 minute, and then we're gonna tell the story. I went to my first ever. It's not called Comic-Con in Knoxville. It's called Fanboy Expo. So I went to the to Fanboy, and I kid you not, I seen, kid you not, Ariel Ursula. It was Ursula. No, okay, I'm about this way. It was Ursula's body. You know how Ursula kind of thick with an extra 5 C's, right? But it was a. Hey, mama, you okay? It was a white. It was a white girl with red hair, and she had the Little Mermaid outfit on, but the bottom half was Ursula's outfit. And I walked up to her and I was like, "What are you?" Like, she said, "Oh, I'm Ursula." I was like, "Okay." And I was so confused. I walked away. I was like, "What the heck did I just see?"
For me, like this recent con, we bought the passes for 4 days. We went for 3. But the first 2 days, the first day we went, it wasn't bad. Everybody was in regular clothes. The second day, I know that there's the cat maid craze thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But all these dudes in maid outfits and cat ears and the tail.
I'm sorry, I can't stand that. I'm sorry, I can't. I look at them. I'm like, why are we chose this today? I don't care. I don't care. Listen, like gender fluid.
Listen, I don't knock it down. But before that, I saw a guy dressed as a whole baby. So take that as you will. I will take the guys in the maid outfits all day, but I will never erase in my brain the day I saw a grown man as a full baby with the thing and with the binky.
Maybe he had like
he was just playing Baby New Year from Fairly Odd Parents,
or maybe he just got like a weird kink. And then he was like, I gotta go to Comic-Con to get the first part of the kink there. And then I'll talk to my wife and the second part of the kink come. And then that's how we're gonna do this. That's how we're gonna do this.
I was like Baby New Year, where was this train of thought going?
Realistic.
Like, I was like, where's this train of thought going? I don't get it.
Personally, I find all of that hilarious. See, all of it.
You see, now do you see why I have him on show? You see, I'm a very energetic and he the cool down. He the cool down person. Like, look, dude, chill. I'm gonna talk in this very monotone, and I need you to chill. But we're talk about the same thing. Now, Moss.
Oh Lord,
what you got? We got 3 minutes. So what you
got? Anybody who cosplays as the dog Chimera from Full Metal Alchemist, you're a weirdo and I hate you.
See, when I saw the dog Chimera, this is gonna be like the quickest 30 seconds. That made me stop watching Full Metal Alchemist for a smooth month. I didn't even want to click on it no more. I was like, what the heck did I just watch? And then my thing was, people actually cosplay as that? Y'all got some.
Yeah.
I've seen so many videos of people walking around and then they'll crouch and everyone around them will just start to die. Just r/people fucking dying. They'll get on their knees and go, no, why would you do that? And just
it's like that meme of the fire behind you and the dog saying, this is fine. This is okay.
Okay. Fun fact. We'll go to the fun fact portion. Fun fact. During one of the cosplay festivals, a woman was called the police over a cosplayer's underboob, right? At the bottom of the breast. So you know. Mm-hmm. The cosplayer was in character of Ryoko, right? Ryoko?
Yep.
Ryoko. Latoya, the main character from Kill la Kill, she got called the police on because I bet you the police was like, did you just call for underboots?
This?
This? I could have been stopping a murder or like down the street, and I gotta get called because somebody dressing up. Come on now, come on,
ma'am. Please don't waste police resources.
Yeah, it's really bad at the cons because people don't know how to act. Honestly. Especially like people who are like not the cosplayers, but people who want to take pictures with the cosplayers. They want to like hug them and touch them, and I'm like, that no.
Give me 6.
Mm-hmm.
We still, you know, I don't want to.
Like I remember the when we went to, it was called Anime Arizona. When we went there, they had literal posters saying being a cosplayer isn't a consent, like giant posters. And I'm like, if it's this bad, dude.
Before we get off, you got a Discord?
No, I'm starting one really soon though.
You need to start one, hop on my server. Because this is fun. So I like kind of talking to you now. So I ain't going in front.
All right.
You need to go get my information from somebody. You're gonna have to get on the podcast more often because this is hilarious. Anyway, we're about to get off. All right,
Lord.
This will be on YouTube. I will send y'all the links, and this will be on Spotify. I will send y'all the links. Thank you.
All right.
Thank y'all for the time. Peace.
Remember, drink water. Always lift with your legs, not your back.
Don't listen to him.